Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham Quakers baseball. Thanks for being with us here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Tonight, the Quakers hosting the Little Giants of Wabash. Wabash coming in at 18-5 on the year. The Quakers now 19-6. Earlham now 15-2 at home. They won their last three. Wabash, again, with that 18-5 record, they've won 4 in a row, including a couple of impressive wins over Kenyon and Wittenberg. Of course, we'll talk about the Little Giants in our scouting report coming up in just a few moments. When we do return on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach Steve Sakositz, get his thoughts about where his team is at right now as the Quakers, after tonight, get back into conference play. We'll talk more about that. Tonight, though, Kyle Gorman will try to rebound after what you would consider a disappointing performance against Rose-Hulman in their second game loss over in Terre Haute just a few days ago. So Gorman gets the baseball tonight for the Quakers, and Tyler Cooper will go tonight for Wabash. Cooper, no record and an ERA of 1.69. Head coach is coming up next. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Steve, I missed your games live, but I had a chance to watch in the last 3 games. And, boy, I tell you what, you end up winning some dramatic games and even the one game in the bottom of the 9th inning. As you said a little bit ago before we started, you're finding ways to win games with a young team.
Yeah, we were. And by the way, we missed you. I will say that. But we did. We're finding ways. As I said, the fans are enjoying it. The coaching staff not so much because it's, we're beating ourselves at times, but yet we have the resiliency of a team that I'm very proud to see us do, especially as young as we are, to be able to not be too down to know that we can come back, especially the DePaul one. We get 4 runs, we go up 4-2. They come back right away with another 4 spot. It goes up 6-4, and we're like, oh. But then we end up getting 3 runs in the 9th inning to win that one. And it's kind of been the way we've played at times, and we've kind of hit a little bit of a stride. Now we were a little bit of a funk early on. I think we've won 5 of our last 6, something like that. So we've played well recently, and especially as you go into the conference, we've got to take care of those games. And game tonight against a very good Wabash team, a regionally ranked Wabash team, hopefully can propel us into Defiance this weekend, where we put ourselves in another good situation, hopefully to be there we want to be at the end.
You've been through these wars so many times. How do you know when you're either on the verge or you're at the point where you're playing your best baseball?
Consistency, kind of like the weather early on. You kind of got, iffy weather, you're going to get kind of iffy play. Hopefully, as the weather is going to get better now, we're able to rep a little bit more in practice. Some of the things we want to do, kind of go a little bit harder in practice with being able to be in the temperatures that are more consistent to be able to do the things we want to do in practice. Hopefully, we'll start seeing that. I think we have. I think we've made some better plays defensively. I think on the bases we're wreaking havoc like we've done in the past. It's just a matter of being consistent with our offense, as I said, making the routine play, and then really our pitching staff doing what they do well, which is dictate counts, get ahead of hitters. And, with Kyle Gorman going tonight, we're hopeful that he can keep that tone going and really get us, going for this weekend.
We'll talk about his last outing in a couple of moments. You've gotten some key hits from some veterans, but you've also gotten some key hits from some younger guys in these games as well.
Yeah, it's been a mixture of who's done what. Who's made the play for us, who's made the pitch for us, and who's got the hit for us. Dre with the game winner the other day, and I'm happy with what we're doing, how we're winning, that we are getting the win, but we've got to be able to do a better job of maybe separating ourselves a little bit. And I thought we did that in the first game of the Hanover series and kind of separating a little bit, but we could do a little bit more of that.
Mark Gendreau is doing, I think, just a fantastic job. And we talk about young guys who have stepped into your lineup and just really solidified the top of the order. Talk about what he brings. And certainly, I don't know if you expected that of him and such a young player, but he's really done a nice job.
Yeah, he's, you watch him, how he plays. It's how I want all of our guys to play, just in the fact that he's never too high, never too low. He's very even keel, and I think that's a good thing for us to set our offense up as he lead us off. We made that change when early on we had Isaiah leading us off, and now we've put Mark there, and I think Mark's done a good job. He's not your prototypical leadoff guy. He just puts some good bats together, sees a lot of pitches, fouls a lot of stuff off, and he's gets some bleeders at times, but he sets the offense up where Addison can hit behind him, and you got Danny and Isaiah and Bach, and we get some more depth to our lineup as well. But I'm really proud of how he's gone at things, and I want other guys to watch how he does it, because I think they can be successful learning some of the things he does.
As you mentioned too, this is a team that wants to wreak havoc on other teams by running, and you have not slowed down at all.
No, and we've done a good job of that. I think we're right where we were kind of last year, numbers-wise, on stolen bases per game. I think we're on pace for the same stolen bases we had amount for last year. And we don't have the types of guys we had last year. We don't have the Lairds and the Lynches. We have different guys that are doing it their way. But, the system works. The system we want to play works. It's consistent. We will be successful with it. But the biggest thing, we've got to get guys on base. You can't steal second if you're standing at the plate. So we got to do a better job getting on base. And I think we've cut our strikeouts down a little bit like we talked earlier, to be able to get on base and challenge the other team.
All right, you mentioned Kyle's going tonight. Talk about his last outing and certainly what you expect out of him tonight, which is always, again, as you said before, get ahead in the count. Yeah,
when he does that and he dictates the counts, he's very good. When he gets behind, he has to lay some pitches in there, and he got hit around a little bit against Rose. But, we expect him to be able to bounce back just kind of like he did after that Western Connecticut start, and he came back against Bluffton and threw really well against them. We need him to be a big part of this. We need him to keep his confidence up. He's one of the better pitchers in the conference, and he needs to believe that. And if things are going bad for him, just know that he's going to be good enough to get himself out of those situations, and our teammates are going to be able to pick him up.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's up against a pretty good hitting team tonight in Wabash.
Yeah, very good. They've done a great job. Coach Martin coming over from DePaul and building that thing into what they're at right now. They're going to compete. They run a little bit. They swing it a little bit, and on the mound they're going to compete there too. They've got a very good pitching staff. We don't know who we're going to see, but it really doesn't matter. We just want to go out there, see where we're at against one of the better teams in the region, and hopefully be there at the end.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Back here on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, you see the two head coaches getting together, talking about the ground rules for tonight's matchup. We mentioned Wabash, very, very good baseball program, 18-5 coming into this one here tonight. They just knocked off Kenyon in 2, 12-1 and 3-0. They beat a good Wittenberg team 5-3 and 2-0, a team that the Quakers saw earlier this year. They're hitting at 312 on the season, led by Jackson Blevins at 367 with 28 runs driven in, and Sean Rodzinski is at 356, 18 RBI, and Andrew Jumonville is also a 352 hitter. So watch that middle of the order today here for the Little Giants. Last year they beat Earlham by a final of 11-5. Here's how the Little Giants will line up tonight. Leading things off in left field will be Jared Wolf. Wolf hitting at .333 on the season. Batting second at second base, Sean Rodzinski. Rodzinski at .356. He'll get the start at second. Hitting third, the first baseman, Jackson Blevins at .367. We mentioned a home run and 28 runs driven in. Hitting the cleanup spot is Brian Aldridge. Aldridge at .338 on the year. He'll DH tonight, hitting again in the cleanup spot. In right field and hitting fifth is Andrew Jumonville. Jumonville hitting at .352. Tyler Downing is in center field batting sixth. He's at .327 on the year. Eric Chavez hitting seventh. He'll get the start today at shortstop, hitting at .300. Joe House getting a rare start tonight. House, the catcher, is hitting .471. This is just his seventh start of the year. And then Henry Wannemuller hitting at .200. He'll get the start at third base. We mentioned Tyler Cooper just a couple of moments ago. So that, again, the starting lineup tonight for the Little Giants of Wabash. Here's how the Quakers line up. Mark Jondro leading things off. He'll be at third base. Addison Robertson batting second in left field. Hitting third, the first baseman, Danny Dopp. The cleanup hitter in center field, Isaiah Shake. Ian Bach catching tonight. He'll be batting fifth. Hitting sixth, Dre Davis, the second baseman. Hitting seventh, Josh Wilson getting the start tonight. He'll DH. Hitting eighth in right field is Kendall Baker. And then Brian Pinsura getting the start at shortstop. He'll hit ninth. So, again, Kyle Gorman gets the start tonight. We'll talk more about Kyle coming up in just a moment as well. Earlham and Wabash coming up in just a few moments. Non-conference action here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
We're back here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. There is Kyle Gorman getting the start tonight, the right-hander for the Earlham Quakers. This will be his 7th start of the year. 31 innings so far this year, giving up 36 hits, 26 runs, 17 of those earned. 25 strikeouts and 7 walks. He is 4-2 on the year. His ERA ballooning a little bit after that rough outing against Rolls-Hulman in his last start. His ERA now at 4.94. The opposing team batting average against Kyle is now at 279. He's going to face a pretty good lineup, as we said a few moments ago. This is a Wabash team that can just simply hit the baseball. We already talked about those individual players at the top of that order, but this is a pretty good team up and down. from 1 to number 9. So Kyle is really going to have to keep that baseball low in the strike zone. The wind, by the way, is blowing straight out center field. We have seen gusts today, probably 25, 30 miles an hour. And in this ballpark, if you don't keep the ball low in the strike zone, you could have a very long afternoon. So here we go. It is we're getting close to the last couple of non-conference matchups. Still 12 games remaining in the conference season, so we still have a lot of baseball to be played, and we finally get some decent weather today. Temperatures into the lower 60s for today. It'll be warming up over the next couple of days. Also have a scheduling change to tell you about for the Quakers as well. Well, Jared Wolf will step in. Wolf hitting at .333 on the year, 2 home runs. He has driven in 18 on the season. And the left-handed hitter will step in now as Gorman set to throw, and his first pitch is in there for a strike, and we are underway. Official game time start here tonight, 6:15. A little bit about 15 minutes later than scheduled, with Wabash having a tough time getting here because of traffic in Indianapolis, as that one is swung on and hit foul. And we'll go to no balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned Kyle had a rough outing against Rolls-Hulman his last time out. Pitch is low, and we'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. But he has had that situation before where he's had a rough outing and has come back to pitch pretty well. We'll set that Earlham defense coming up in just a moment. Here's the wind and the pitch on the way. It's on the inside corner for strike 3, and Wolf caught looking. Good pitch that time by Kyle Gorman, and with 1 away, that'll bring up Sean Rodzinski. Well, good job by Gorman as he gets out number 1, his first strikeout of the ball game. Rodzinski is hitting at .356. No home runs. He has driven in 18. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike 1. Well, this top of the lineup, when you look at Wolf, Rodzinski, Blevins, Aldridge, Jumonville, these guys can hit. There's a ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop is there. Pinsora's throw to first in time, and 2 quick outs here for the Quakers and Kyle Gorman in inning number 1. That'll bring up now Jackson Blevins. Defensively for the Quakers tonight, Bach behind the plate, Dopp at first, Davis at second, Pensura's at short, and Gendros at third. McFadden in left, Shake in center, Baker is in right. And there is Blevins. We talked about Blevins earlier. Blevins coming into this one at .367 on the season. The pitch is on the way, and it's a called strike. Well, early indications are that Kyle Gorman on the mark here tonight. It also might be an early indication, too. We finally get some warmer weather, as these guys, I'm sure, getting sick and tired of playing in temperatures down in the 40s and a wind chill dropping down sometimes into the 30s, maybe even 20s. No balls and 2 strikes now to Jackson Blevins. Here's the wind and the pitch on the way, low and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blevins, .367, home run, a team best 28 runs driven in. His slugging percentage, a very impressive .622. Grounded under the glove into center field as the pitcher Gorman couldn't get his glove down in time. And there's a base hit now for the Little Giants. They have a man on, and that'll bring up Bruce Aldridge.
Number 33, Bryce Aldridge.
Bryce will step in, the designated hitter, hitting .338, a home run. He's driven in 17. Bryce, only one of 2 seniors in the starting lineup here tonight for the Little Giants. The stretch by Gorman. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. Wabash with 18 wins and just 5 losses on the season. The pitch by Gorman, low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. They beat the Quakers last year, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 11-5. The stretch and the delivery on the way hit off the end of the bat, foul. We'll go to 1-2. Boy, you talk about a good hitting baseball team. When they went up against Kenyon, they beat them in the first game 12-1, and Blevins had 3 hits. Aldridge had 3 hits. He drove in 5. And the runner at first takes off. That'll be poked foul. Good jump at first base. And we'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. In fact, Aldridge had a triple in that matchup against Kenyon. One thing about this lineup that you can tell already about Wabash, they have several different players at the plate that can hurt you. The stretch again by Gorman. The pitch is on the way. This one lined into left center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Shake quickly over to cut that one off, and now the Little Giants have runners at first and second. Second base hit now by the Little Giants.
The right fielder, number 4, Andrew Jumonville.
Here's Andrew Jumonville. So back-to-back base hits off Kyle Gorman. Jumonville at .352 on the year, no home runs and 11 runs driven in. There's the right-handed hitter, Jumonville. He is just a freshman. So now Gorman, after getting the first 2 outs, finds himself in a little bit of a jam here as that pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, is Wabash looking for their 18th win of the year? The Quakers are looking for their 20th win of the season. Popped him up on the right side. Should be an easy play for Dre Davis. He'll battle the wind a little bit, make the catch, and that'll do it for Wabash here in the top of inning number 1. After a half inning of play, Wabash, couple of base hits. They leave 2 runners on. And after that half inning, Wabash nothing. Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
We're back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. The right-hander tonight going for Wabash, it'll be Tyler Cooper. Cooper making his 6th appearance. This, by the way, is his first start of the season. 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run. It is an earned run. 1 strikeout and 4 walks again in those 5 1/3 innings of work. No record so far this year in an ERA of 1.69. By the way, they just played last night, so we didn't figure we would see their best. And, of course, they have a big series coming up here pretty soon as well in their conference, in the North Coast Athletic Conference. So they end up beating Wittenberg in a couple of tough ones last night, then have to come here and play tonight. Mark Gendro will lead things off for the Quakers as we move here to the bottom of the first inning. Boy, Mark, as we talked about Mark a little bit in the pregame, has been a very pleasant surprise. Mark hitting at .402, no home runs. He has driven in 16. So here we go, bottom of the first inning. The pitch is on the way, and it's slow and outside, ball 1. House behind the plate tonight for Wabash. Blevins at first. Rajinski is at second. Chavez at short. 1-0 delivery on the way. Popped him up. Should be an easy play for Wannnemuller. The shortstop Chavez will come in. He'll make the catch, and there's 1 away. Here is Addison Robertson. Robertson hitting at .398 on the year, has a home run. He has driven in 22, and, of course, Addison continues to steal bases. 23 of 24 in the stolen base department so far this season. There's Addison stepping in once again from the right side. The stretch by Cooper in the pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We mentioned Wanamuller's down at third, Wolf, Downing, and Jumonville in the outfield. This has popped up and out of play to our right. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, it is 310 down the left field line with the Earlham Monster. 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead center, and then 325 down the right field line. As mentioned at the beginning of the game, the wind is blowing straight out center field. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's high and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Pitchers will really have to keep the baseball down in the strike zone here tonight. The stretch by Cooper. And the pitch on the way, hit down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. In the corner is Wolf. He'll have to hurry as Robertson on his way to second base with a stand-up double, and the Quakers have a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning. Good job by Addison Robertson. Quakers pick up their first base hit of the night. Here's Danny Dopp.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp hitting at .282 on the year, has a couple of home runs. Now he has driven in 20. The stretch in the pitch is a breaking ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. I think that .282 batting average a little bit misleading for Danny. Very, very solid hitter at number 3. This guy's a contact hitter. So Robertson again at second base. And this time the pitcher, Cooper, looking the runner back. Quakers coming into this one tonight with 93 stolen bases. As a team, they're now hitting at .286. Runner takes off. The pitch is high. The throw down to third, not in time, and that's going to be a stolen base by Addison Robertson. For Robertson, stolen base number 24. He got a great jump at second. 2 balls, no strikes. House will flash a series of signs now at home plate. Infield will come in on the corners. They'll play normal depth at second and short. But Wanamuller and Blevins will step in close. The pitch on the way. This one will be lined into right center field. That's a base hit. Quakers on top. And looks like we'll have extra bases again. Dopp heading to second. He'll take a look and hold up there. Back-to-back stand-up doubles. And the Quakers on top of this one, 1-0. Boy, nice piece of hitting by Dopp as he went the opposite way. Here's Isaiah Shake. Isaiah 300 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 13. Of course, that was all set up by the Addison Robertson double and then the stolen base. So let's see how Cooper now will react as he comes set. The pitch on the way is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. There you see Addison Robertson. Well, we talked about that in the pregame, and Coach Sack is still looking for some consistency with this team. Very young team, as we said before, as that pitch is high and inside, 2-0, and we will have a visit now's House out to talk to Cooper. It's still a young baseball team, though. We are now 26 games in. Some of these players, the freshmen and such, are still getting that niche of playing college baseball. I mentioned Jandro and what he has done. I don't think there's any doubt that Jandro will be considered a Freshman of the Year candidate in the HCAC. Short meeting between House and Cooper. The stretch and the pitch on the way is low and inside, 3-0. And now House having a difficult time finding his location. Don't think there's any doubt right here that Isaiah will be taking all the way. Here's the stretch. Double look back to second base, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. Now the Quakers have runners at first and second, one away, and here's Ian Bach. Ian on the year hitting at .242, no home runs and 16 runs driven in. Here's where things I think get interesting for the Quaker lineup. You go .242 with Bach, Davis at .319, then Wilson in the lineup .214, Baker .213, and Pensura is at .233. So the Quakers want to get the bottom of that order hitting a little bit better. The stretch by Cooper as he checks the runner at second, and the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Might have been one of the better pitches we have seen from Cooper so far tonight. As there's Ian Bach. He'll step out. Time is called. Down at first base, Isaiah Shake getting on a glove on that left hand to make sure. Of course, a lot of players do that now, almost an oven mitt on their hands to make sure they don't hurt their finger sliding into a base. That's a ground ball toward the shortstop, Chavez. He'll get one. Rodzinski on to first and a double play. 6-4-3 twin killing will end the inning, but the Quakers get the first run of the ballgame on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 1-0.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you tonight by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Wednesday, the turkey breast, Thursday, the Italian BMT, and Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Quakers on top 1-0 as we move to inning number 2. It'll be Downing, Chavez, and House. Back-to-back doubles for the Quakers, each team now with 2 base hits. Downing hit it at .327. No home runs. He has driven in 2. There you see Kyle Gorman. Gave up those back-to-back singles after getting the first 2 outs in inning number 1 as that pitch in there for a strike. Then Kyle coming back to get Jumonville on a pop-up to second base. Here's the late kick and the pitch, low and outside. And that'll even the count at 1-1 strike. Mentioned Downing along with Aldridge, just the only 2 seniors in the lineup tonight. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Downing out of Crown Point, Indiana. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's up high, 2-2. A lot of players on this Wabash team. In fact, the majority out of the state of Indiana. Swing and a miss, and Gorman will get Downing. That is his second strikeout of the night. 1 away here in the second. And here's Eric Chavez. Chavez at .300 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 13. The pitch on the way is low and inside, 1-0. Chavez a long way away from home from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here's the 1-0 delivery on the way. This will be hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Little Giants with their third base hit of the night. All are singles thus far, and that'll bring up Joe House. House at .471. This is just his 10th game of the year, his 7th start. No home runs. He has driven in 3. So now for the second inning in a row, Kyle Gorman will deal with a runner on base. The stretch and the delivery on the way is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. House out of Lafayette, Indiana. The pitch, runner takes off. This one hit foul. Good cut that time by House. Of course, the Lafayette area with McCutcheon, Harrison, Lafayette Central Catholic, Lafayette Jeff, a lot of very, very good baseball schools around the Lafayette area. 1 ball and 1 strike. The late kick and the pitch, and took something off that one. And House behind it 1-2. Good pitch that time by Kyle Gorman. Outfield straight away for House. Here's the pitch on the way, just off the plate. And we'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Bach trying to frame that one, but that one a little bit high. Mentioned that wind continuing to blow straight out center field. So far, it has not died down much at all. Here's your 2-2 pitch on the way. It's outside, and we'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wanamueller on deck here in the top of inning number 2. Runner will get a good lead and a jump at first base. The throw down to second is not in time, and a stolen base for Chavez. And the hitter, House, will strike out. And there's 2 away with a runner now at second base.
Now batting.
Here's Wanamueller.
Number 2, Henry Wanamueller.
This is not a Wabash team that'll run a lot. In fact, there is no one in their starting lineup so far with 10 stolen bases. The pitch on the way, and it's outside 1-0. Their leading stolen baseman in the lineup tonight. In fact, you have Wolf at 5, Blevins with 5, and Aldridge with 5. Quakers with 3 now double figures. We mentioned Addison Robertson picked up his 24th a couple of moments ago. Jandro with 14 and Pinsura with 12. Runner at second base. The pitch on the way is up high. And the count of 2 balls and no strikes. Wanamueller at 200 on the year, 11 runs driven in. See, Gorman gets the sign. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside. And it'll go to 3 balls, no strikes. Wanamueller, just a sophomore out of Indianapolis. Chavez with a lead down at second base. Here's the stretch by Gorman in the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Well, you're 3-1. Gorman has the ability to throw a pitch for a strike, at least his 2 better pitches. Let's see what he'll come with right here. Here's the stretch, and the 3-1 missed it low, and that'll be ball 4. First walk of the ball game given up by Kyle Gorman. Now runners at first and second. We'll go back to the top of the order, and Jared Wolf. Wolf struck out looking his only time up in the first inning. So now 2 straight innings in which the Little Giants have runners at first and second. Gorman will come set. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. It's a good pitch that time by Kyle Gorman. Good hitter like Jared Wolf want to keep it certainly out of his wheelhouse, especially with only 325 down the line and the winds blowing out of the south and the west. Left-handed hitters love this ballpark. That pitch coming inside, and that's going to hit Wolf on the leg, and he will trot on down to first base. And now the bases are loaded as Wolf will take one for the team. Here's Rodzinski.
Number 12, Sean Rodzinski.
Rodzinski grounded out his first time up there. You see Kyle Gorman now has to work himself out of a problem here in the second inning. Rodzinski grounded out in the first, 0 for 1. But now a chance for the Little Giants to get on the board with 2 outs here in the second inning. Time called. Gorman with the stretch and the pitch in there for a strike. Boy, and that's the key. And I don't know how many times we have to talk about that. If you're going to win any baseball game as a pitcher, got to get ahead in the count consistently. No balls and a strike. The pitch on the way, grounded foul right by the runner at third, Chavez. And it quickly goes to no balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here in the top of the second. Quakers leaded 1-0, but Wabash coming right back here in the second inning. Gorman giving up that walk and then a hit batsman. Here's the pitch on the way, just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one didn't miss by much. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Gorman. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be hit down the line, but goes foul. We will stand 1-2. Well, this will be huge right here for that young man. That is Kyle Gorman to get out of this inning. But Rodzinski, a very good hitter. He, too, out of Lafayette. The stretch. And the pitch by Gorman. Right back to Gorman. He makes the catch on a very soft tap. Right back to the pitcher, and that's huge for Kyle Gorman and the Quakers. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Quakers get out of a huge jam right there on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 1, Wabash nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
We will head to the bottom of the second. Dre Davis will lead things off for the Quakers. On top of this one, 1-0. We're going to mention that schedule. There's a little bit of a change coming up this weekend because of perhaps some rain forecasted coming up on Saturday. As you see Dre Davis stepping in, Dre hitting at .319 on the season. As Cooper gets the sign from House, and the pitch on the way, grounded foul. Make sure you mark it down. The Quakers will play at Defiance now on Friday. The doubleheader will begin at 1 o'clock. Here's the pitch by Cooper, low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is rain again scheduled coming up on Saturday, and everybody's trying to quickly get these games in. They've got to get them in as fast as they can. Here's the 1-1. You don't want any games being canceled here late in the season, especially when you talk about all these conference matchups. 2 balls and a strike now to Davis. He had the game-winning hit. As the pitch by Cooper's outside, 3 balls and a strike. He had the game-winning hit on senior day against DePaul in the bottom of the 9th inning, which the Quakers came back and scored 3 runs. The stretch by Cooper, and the pitch on the way is low for ball 4, and the Quakers have some speed. Now the base pass and Dre Davis. Second walk given up now by Cooper. And that'll bring up now the designated hitter, Josh Wilson. Josh DHing tonight, hitting .214 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 2. They really like his left-handed bat. The stretch and the throw to first, not in time, as Davis a good lead at first base. Dre, 4 of 5. He hasn't had as many attempts as the Quakers would like. Of course, he had battled injuries earlier in the year. As that pitch in there for a strike. Josh Wilson again out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Throw to first again, not in time. Quakers with the back-to-back doubles, Robertson and Dopp highlighting the first inning of play. The stretch. Runner takes off. The pitch is high. The throw down to second. The tag laid on, and they got him. So Davis thrown out trying to steal at second base, and a nice throw by House. And the Quakers lose a base runner here in the second inning. One ball and 1 strike now to Wilson with the bases empty. The stretch by Cooper. And the pitch on the way is hit foul. After this non-conference game, the Quakers will have just 1 remaining. That matchup on Tuesday, April 24th has been canceled. They'll probably leave that open in case they need to get a makeup contest in there. That pitch is outside. Check swing by Wilson. He does not go around. We'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after this non-conference matchup, the matchup against Adrian on April 18th is the final non-conference game. The stretch once again by Cooper. The late kick and the pitch. Low and inside. We'll go to 3-2. One away here in the second. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Wilson. Cooper gets the sign from House, and the right-hander's pitch is on the way, hit foul, and this will go out of play. Get a chance, we're going to check out the latest standings in the HCAC going into tonight's play, and as you would expect, it's still very, very close from 1 all the way down to 7 in the standings. Another good cut by Wilson. Hits that one into the netting. We will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. There you see Josh. They really like his potential, what he will bring to this baseball team over the next 3 years. The stretch once again by Cooper. Here's the pitch on the way. This will be grounded to the first baseman. Blevins will step on the bag, and there is 2 away. Here's Kendall Baker. We were talking a little bit ago that the one area for the Quakers that they've got to find a way to get going, and that's the bottom of the order. Mentioned Davis is at 319. There you see Kendall Baker stepping in, but Baker hitting at 213 on the year. The pitch on the way is low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. They're hoping Kendall can get his bat going. They really feel the coaching staff that maybe still pressing a little bit. The stretch by Cooper and the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. What is different about this team from last year, you had guys at the bottom of the order that, again, their averages were very close to the 300 mark. As the pitch by Cooper has popped up on the left side, this is going to stay in play. There you see the shortstop coming over, and that'll be Chavez to make the catch, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the second inning. We will head to the third. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers lead this one 1-0.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com.
Kyle Gorman getting his final warm-up tosses as we move now to the third. It'll be Blevins, Aldridge, and Jumonville.
Leading off the third inning.
So far, just the one run. The run by the Quakers in the bottom of the first inning, highlighted by the Addison Robertson double. Danny Dopp with a double. Able to drive in Addison Robertson. So here we go as Blevins will step in. Here's the pitch on the way. This one is going to be lined into right field. That's a base hit. Leadoff single by Blevins. He's now 2 for 2. That'll be hit number 4 now by the Little Giants.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 33, Bryce Aldridge.
Here's Aldridge. Aldridge singled to center his last time up. So now his second look at Kyle Gorman. So now 3 straight innings for the Little Giants with runners on base. That's right back to Gorman. He'll throw down to second. There's Pinsura to first in time for the double play. 1-6-3 twin killing, and Gorman did the right thing. I'll tell you what, got that glove up quickly. And the Quakers get a huge double play here in the third inning. Here's Andrew Jumonville. Jumonville is 0 for 1. He popped up to the second baseman, Davis. Quakers probably would have had a chance to get 2 even if that ball gets through. It was hit well enough. But for Gorman, able to snag that one and then again wait for the shortstop, Jandro, to make his way over. Good job by Jandro and Gorman both. No balls and a strike now to Jumonville. Gorman gets the sign from Ian Bach. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Each team now with a double play in this one. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And it'll go to 1-2. Now, Wabash again played last night. They could be a little bit tired back on the road here tonight. Very short turnaround. 1-2 once again to Jumonville. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Four hits now by Wabash. They have left now 3 runners in scoring position. The pitch on the way is outside, and we'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jumonville had a 3-for-4 game in the 5-3 win against Wittenberg. That pitch is outside for ball 4, and that'll be the second walk given up now by Kyle Gorman.
The center fielder, number 30,
here's Downing.
Tyler Downing.
2 walks now by Gorman along with a hit batter. So now Downing will step in as Gorman set to throw. There he gets the sign as he comes set. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Downing struck out to lead things off in the second inning. We mentioned the standings in the HCAC. Anderson 6-0. Franklin is 5-1. Earlham and Transylvania both at 4-2. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Ian Bach. Nowhere to go at first base for Jumonville. And we'll get a 1 ball and 1 strike. Bluffton is 3-3. Manchester 3-3. And Rose-Hulman at 3-4. Mount St. Joe 1-4. Defiance 1-5. And Hanover's 1-7. So again, the top 7 teams really battling it out. 1 extra team will get a playoff spot this year. 1-1 pitch on the way. That'll be lined into left center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Heading to third will be Jumonville, and now runners at first and third here for the Little Giants here in inning number 3 as Downing picks up hit number 5.
The shortstop, number 6, Eric.
And now Chavez will step to the plate with runners at first and third. Boy, how big is that double play now by Kyle Gorman? There you see the left-handed batter, Eric Chavez. Singled, stole a base in the second inning. That pitch low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, Gorman has already thrown a lot of pitches now in the first 3 innings. He didn't get an out right here, and chance to get some rest. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Could be trouble. Pinsura going out. Coming in the center fielder, Shake, and he'll make the catch. And that'll do it here in the top of the 3rd inning. Wabash leaving 2 more runners on base. We will head to the bottom of inning number 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 1-0.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you by Chef KC, located at 1301 South L Street in Richmond, catering for all events or occasions. Personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry-out, and delivery is available. Again, Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. Pinsero will lead things off for the Quakers here in the bottom of the third inning.
Leading off the third inning for your Quakers, the shortstop, Brian.
Brian hitting at .233 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 7. The stretch by Cooper, and the pitch on the way is low for a ball. Brian, one of the many freshmen who have made a huge contribution for the Quakers this season, and they knew they were going to need these guys to step in as this one has popped up into shallow center field. Shortstop Chavez going out. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Here's Mark Gendreau. Mentioned Mark coming into this one, a 400 hitter at .402. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
Mark Gendreau.
So one away here in the third as Cooper set to throw, and the right-hander's first pitch is on the way, and it's outside for a ball. The stretch by Cooper and the pitch. Here's a strike. Nice pitch that time by Cooper. The 1-1 delivery. Grounded to the third baseman. Juan and Mueller will throw to first, 2 away. So Gendreau's 0 for 2 tonight. That'll bring up Addison Robertson. Robertson doubled his only time up, scored the game's only run after stealing third base and then driven in by Danny Dopp.
Now batting the left fielder, number 31, Addison Robertson.
So 2 quick outs here for Cooper. And he'll continue in the stretch, and the breaking ball in there for a strike. That caught the inside corner. Quakers have not had a base hit since the Danny Dopp double. The pitch. Breaking ball caught the outside corner, so he goes inside and then away, low and away with that nice breaking pitch. And now Robertson will be left with a guessing game right here at 0-2. The pitch on the way, breaking ball stayed low. And we'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Robertson, a team best 22 runs driven in. Cooper, you see, gets the sign as he comes set. Here's the pitch on the way, and he swings and misses. House will step out, throw to first, and, of course, a dangerous throw when you throw into the sun like that, but out nonetheless. A strikeout throwout as we will head to the top of the 4th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers lead this one 1-0.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
We head to the fourth inning. It'll be House leading things off. House, Wannemuller, and Wolf. House struck out his only time up in the second inning. There you see the right-handed hitter, and now Gorman set to throw the pitch. It's a breaking ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Five hits so far by Wabash. Quakers just a couple of hits themselves. Here's the pitch, and it's low, 2 balls, no strikes. Now the 2-0 pitch. Chop foul. And we'll go to 2-1. Things will start getting very interesting once we get back into conference play, and things are going to move pretty quick from here until the end of the year. This one hit into right field. Kendall Baker there will wait for this one, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting the third baseman, number 2.
Here's Wannemuller.
Henry Wannemuller.
Wannemuller walked his first time up. Now, Gorman has gotten himself in a little bit of trouble, but so far has managed to get out of it. That pitch had good movement on the outside corner. There's a strike. Wabash had runners at first and second in the first, runners at second and third in the second inning. That's going to be grounded toward the third baseman, and Jandro will not be able to make the play. And so Wabash will have a runner on base. I would imagine that would be scored an error. So Wannemuller is on base, and that'll bring up now Jared Wolf. So the Quakers pick up their first error as Wolf will step to the plate, hit by pitches last time up, lays down the bunt. Coming out behind the plate is Ian Bach. He'll make the play at first. So the Little Giants will sacrifice the runner there and get him on down to second base.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12.
So 2 away, and here's Rodzinski. A lot of coaches don't like to do that. They don't want to give up that second out and then leave it up to the next hitter, but this again is a pretty good hitter in Rodzinski. And you're only down 1-0. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Plus you're early in this one. This is still just in the fourth inning. Rodzinski 0 for 2, including a pop-up again, a very soft line drive back to the pitcher. Here's the pitch on the way. It's in there for a strike, and we'll go to 1-1. Well, we have seen now the Little Giants with base runners in every inning. There's Gorman. Time will be called. As Rodzinski, you see, backing away a little bit too long for Rodzinski with Cooper again, or take that back with Gorman. Wannemuller, the lead at second. The stretch and the pitch, grounded down the line, but foul. One ball and 2 strikes. Gorman again stepping off the pitcher's mound, regaining his composure here in the fourth inning. There is Rodzinski again, a right-handed hitter, and again a very dangerous hitter, coming into this one at 356. The stretch, here's the pitch, grounded toward the third baseman, Jandro. This time he'll field and throw, and the error, no problem here in the top of the fourth inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers on top of this one, 1-0. It's going to hit the monster, and nope, it's going to clear the monster in left field. pitch. Hit well. Goodbye. See you later. This one is no doubt about it. If your car's parked out there, be careful. Popped him up. Right field. That'll do it. Quakers win it. Payoff pitch on the way. Back up the middle, base hit. Nearly took the umpire out. And the Quakers will win.
Oh, yeah, that's what's known as a home run, ladies and gentlemen.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Great to have you with us for college baseball. Here is the non-conference matchup between Earlham and Wabash. As you see Cooper settling down here as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Danny Dopp, Isaiah Shake, and Ian Bach all due up. There you see Danny doubled and drove in the game's only run as he is set to face Cooper for the second time.
The fourth inning for your Quakers, the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Quakers have not picked up a base hit since the Danny Dopp double in the first inning. See if they can get it going here. Cooper gets the sign from House. The pitch on the way is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And those have been the only 2 hits by the Quakers thus far. Back-to-back doubles by Robertson and Dopp. Cooper with the pitch bouncing off of House, and we'll go to 2-0. Quakers have had just 2 walks since then. The walk to Shake and the walk to Davis, but again, House is throwing the ball really well since getting in trouble in that first inning. Wind has died down a little bit here at Sadler Stadium. The pitch is low for ball 3. That's the good news. Also, the good news is it's not supposed to get as cold tonight. They're going to say probably the low around 48 after we got into the lower 60s. Here's the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's been a long time since these teams have had a chance to play in some warmer weather. That has not been the case for a lot of people in the Midwest. Fly ball into right field. Jumonville is there, and he'll shade his eyes, make the catch in a high sky, and that'll do it for Danny Dopp. And with the 1 away, here's Isaiah Shake. Isaiah walked, and then part of that Ian Bach double play.
The center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So Isaiah will face Cooper for the second time. The pitch, and he'll show bunt. It's in there for a strike. Here's Isaiah once again, right-handed hitter. The stretch and the pitch. Popped him up, and that'll go behind us as House will give it a look. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Not sure any of us expected this one to be a low-scoring affair the way it is right now as the catcher House sets up on the outside corner, and that one is just off the plate. That young man right there, Cooper, though, he is again throwing well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, that'll be off of the handle, and going out the second baseman, Rodzinski will make the catch, and there is 2 away. That one jamming Isaiah Shake. And so with 2 outs, here's Ian Bach. Thought maybe that could get over the head of Rodzinski at second base, but he got a good jump on the baseball, and here's Bach to step in with 2 away. Mentioned Ian 0 for 1, grounded into the double play in the first inning. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Well, this is another guy right here, Ian, a senior hitting a .242. They're hoping his bat will come alive. They really need the bottom of this order, really start picking things up on offense. That one is hit foul, and that'll drift out of play. And now Ian finds himself quickly behind at 0-2. He has handled his staff, though, very well. Got some playing time last year, but played behind a veteran catcher. A little bit of pressure, I'm sure, stepping in on both the offense and defensive side, as that one is going to be a fair ball. Third baseman, the throw across the diamond by Wannemuller is in time, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We will head to the top half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead it 1-0.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Jackson Blevins will lead things off here in the 5th inning. Blevins 2 for 2 tonight. As Gorman set to throw, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Blevins singled to center back in the first inning and then singled to right field in the third. Hannah's tapped to the left side, and Ian will quickly catch up with that one as it goes foul. And we're now to 0-2. Well, right now, Wabash thinking that they really could have had or should have had maybe at least one run so far in this one. A couple of opportunities that they have left out there. They so far haven't been able to squeeze across a run as Bockel set up on the outside corner, and that pitch is low and outside, 1-2. Quakers, meanwhile, have seen their bats go quiet since that strong first inning. Time will be called as Blevins will step out. Kyle shakes off the sign. Here's the leg kick and the pitch once again. It's low and inside, 2-2. Well, you're 1-2. You're not afraid to throw a pitch that you might get the hitter to take a cut on. Probably not your best pitch, and that one's going to be lined into right field. That's a base hit. And so far, Jackson Blevins, he makes a nice turn at first like he was going to head to second. Baker quickly gets the baseball back in the infield, but he had made a really strong turn down at first base. So Blevins, 3 for 3. Quakers have not been able to get him out so far. 6 hits now by the Little Giants. Aldridge has a base hit. He's 1 for 2. The pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Aldridge singled to center in the first and then grounded into that 1-6-3 double play in the third. The nice play by Gorman. The stretch by the right-hander. Runner at first will take off. Check swing foul. Look out in the Earlham dugout as that one ricocheted like a pinball in the dugout. I'm not sure if it hit somebody or not. A lot of different players kind of looking like it may have. Let's see if we can get a look over there. You kind of see the players looking toward the west end of that dugout area. The umpires, he's down there as well. Somebody may have gotten a hit. It is an open dugout other than the railing and the netting. Anything else, as you see the players signaling for a trainer. And you couldn't get out of the way of that one. There was no absolute way that was going to happen. So the trainer will make his way over there, and a few of the players you see now, there's the infield getting together. And we'll have to wait and see who it was that got hit. It had to have come off again. When we saw it go into the dugout, you could see that the players began to scatter, but I think it ended up hitting a bench and then ended up ricocheting and then hitting someone else as well. So now they're going to check and see if that player is going to be okay, or a coach. Could have been a coach in there as well. So we will take a quick timeout. We will come back, and if we get an update on whoever the player or coach was that is hurt, but it may be a little bit more serious than we think. We'll come back in a couple of moments right here. Quakers on top of this one, 1-0.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
A little bit of a break here, as if you're just joining us, Bryce Aldridge at the plate and fouled one off. It went into the Earlham dugout. We're trying to find out. Of course, it must be relatively serious. Again, we saw the ball go in. A lot of the players scattered, but it must have ricocheted and hit someone pretty hard in the dugout. So we haven't heard who it is, if it's one of the players or one of the coaches, but we've been here for a good 7-8 minutes now, waiting to see when we may resume play. They ended up there. You see Steve Sackasitz. He's making his way out of the dugout. I'm sure he's going to give an update to the umpiring crew, and apparently whoever it is, they gave him a hand right there, so hopefully whoever it is going to be okay. And again, that ball just ricocheted in there. There's no protection in the dugout area from the netting down there is, but anything up high, and that ball just sailed on a direct shot right into the dugout. So you're pretty much at your own risk right there, and whoever it was, they had the trainer down there checking him out to make sure he's okay. So they're going to give Kyle Gorman a chance here to get warmed up once again. And if we find out who it is that got hurt, we'll definitely let you know. And Gorman's probably not going to take a whole lot of time here to get ready. Just to give you a quick update, Quakers got that lone run back in the first inning. The back-to-back doubles by Robertson. Dobb drove in the run. Earlham has not picked up a base hit since then. Off the right-hander Cooper on the other side of the ledger. It's a Wabash team that they continually are getting runners on base, just cannot get them across. As you saw there on their scoreboard a little bit ago, they have 6 base hits, and now they have another runner on base here in the 5th inning. So Gorman is set to go, as he will get one more pitch right here, and we'll get her going once again after about I'll probably say about 8-minute delay. We still haven't heard. What's that? Yes. We haven't heard who the injured person was, as now Aldridge will step back in. There you see Aldridge. Singled back in the first, again 1 for 2 as we now continue play. The pitch on the way is low for a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, and now they're looking down. They're going to get the bullpen going right here. That's the Earlham bullpen. Gorman once again will get the sign from Bach. Here's the pitch. That's hit well down the left field line, and that is going to be a foul ball. Hit well by Aldridge. We will stay at 1-2. Middle of this order has been a tough out here tonight so far for Kyle Gorman, despite not giving up a run yet. That's going to be hit well into left field. That'll fall in for a base hit in front of McFadden. So now back-to-back singles by Blevins and Aldridge. And now runners at first and second for Jumonville. And now we have a visit to the mound as Kyle Gorman giving up his 7th base hit. Again, he came off a rough outing his last time out against Rose Hallman. There you see the meeting on the mound. That is catcher Ian Bach out there as well. See if we can pick up who it is in the bullpen. Quakers will have Dominic Michael. Jumonville is 0 for 1. A walk was left stranded in the third inning at third base. So Gorman in trouble once again here in the 5th. So Jumonville will step in, right-handed hitter. There he is right there as he gets set to face Gorman for the 3rd time. The stretch. And the square and the bunt. Gorman will come off the mound. His only plays at first, and over to grab that one is Danny Dopp right in front of the base runner Jumonville. So Jumonville does his job as he will sacrifice the runners to second and third. Here's Downing. Here's Downing. Downing singled in the 3rd inning, 1 for 2. So now Gorman, can he get out of trouble again here in the 5th inning? You have to feel the way this game has gone tonight. He could be on borrowed time as that pitch is in there for a strike. The only reason we say that is, again, you've had runners in scoring position now 4 out of 5 innings. And somehow, some way, Gorman has been able to get out of it. Kyle shakes off that sign, now ready to throw. Here's the stretch and the pitch. That one hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. That'll tie the ball game. Rounding third will be Aldridge. Here's the throw at the plate, not in time. And advancing down to second on the throw is Downing. And the Little Giants now lead this one 2-1. Downing got just enough of it for his second base hit. And again, he'll drive in 2 runs. And here's Chavez. They will hurry the bullpen a little bit quicker now as Gorman. They finally get to him here in the 5th inning. The pitch on the way. That's hit back at the middle. Not hard, but good enough to get out of the infield. As Downing will advance to third, and we're talking about 4 hits now in the inning off Gorman. And again, runners at first and third. That'll be 9 base hits, and that's going to do it for Gorman. There will be a new pitcher. We will see a right-hander come in for the Quakers. Dominic Michael is coming into the ballgame on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Wabash coming back to take the lead in this one, 2-1.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
Well, the Quakers, this thing changing very quickly here in the 5th inning as Kyle Gorman is done for the night, and we will see now a new pitcher in Dominic Michael, a freshman right-hander making his 8th appearance. 18 innings, giving up 8 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 11 strikeouts and 2 walks. So far this year, 1-0 with an ERA of 0.50. So he is throwing very well as you see him getting his final warm-up tosses and a last talk with Ian Bach. And this, again, could be a very big inning right here for Wabash. Joe House is 0 for 2. 4 hits in the inning. Those 2 runners on base, still the responsibility of the starter here tonight in Kyle Gorman. So Michael set to throw here in the 5th inning and would love nothing more than a double play. Get you out of this inning quickly. Here's the pitch by the right-hander. It's in there for a strike. House struck out looking back in the 2nd and he flew out in the 4th inning. House hasn't had a whole lot of action this year, but appears to be a pretty good hitter as that throw to first not in time. Downing again at 3rd, Chavez at 1st. I wouldn't be surprised to see Chavez take off at first base as well. They want to do the same thing to Earlham as Earlham would like to do to Wabash, and that is get guys on base and run. The stretch by Michael, the pitch on the way, it's outside. And the count is even at 1-1 strike. Blevins got things started with a base hit. Aldridge with a base hit. Jumonville does his job sacrificing the runners over. Downing a hit and Chavez with a base hit. 9 hits now by Wabash. The stretch and the throw to first again. Quakers feel something must be up right here. They've thrown over twice, and we saw Chavez steal a base back in the 2nd inning. Michael again will come set. The pitch. Hit foul. Good cut by Joe House. He is down in the count now at 1-2 strikes. Quakers have another right-hander throwing. We'll wait for our talented spotter to tell us who that is. Michael, a long look this time into Ian Bach, now set to throw as the freshman will come set. The pitch is on the way, hit back into center field. Isaiah Shake is there to make the catch. Runner at 3rd will tag. The throw on the way to the plate takes a high bounce. That'll score the run. And Wabash now leads this one 3-1. So House able to get the RBI. Chavez will stay at first base. And here's Wanamuller. Wanamuller walked back in the 2nd inning, reached on an error in the 4th. There's your right-handed hitter, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. 2 away as Michael comes set. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and the breaking ball stays up high. 1 no strikes. By the way, we found as one of the assistant coaches, Coach Johnson, who ended up getting hit by that foul ball in the dugout. The stretch and the 1-0 pitch inside. He's more of the yoga coach for the Quakers, who they value very much and a huge supporter of Earlham baseball. So he's the one that got hit. They have since taken him to the hospital to make sure he's checked out okay. 2 balls and no strikes, and this is a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Pinsura will flip on to Davis to get the final out, but Wabash comes up with 3 runs here in the inning. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the Quakers now trail this one 3-1. This is Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
By the way, just a couple other games tonight besides this one in the HCAC, Bluffton and Manchester, a doubleheader today. If we get an update on their scores, we'll pass those along. Defiance is at Ohio Wesleyan. We will head now to the bottom of inning number 5. It'll be Dre Davis to lead it off for the Quakers. Dre walked back in the second inning. He is the last time the Quakers have had a base runner off of Cooper. The pitch by the right-hander grounded to the left side. Shortstop Chavez, off-balance throw is not in time, and that'll be an infield base hit for Dre Davis. So finally the Quakers get a base runner here in the 5th inning, and that'll bring up Josh Wilson. Wilson out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
The designated hitter, number 17, Josh Wilson.
See if our colleagues in the press box remember who else went to Lawrenceburg. That pitch in there for a Spicoli. No balls and a strike. Stretch by Cooper, throw to first. Quakers will not be afraid to run here with a 2-run deficit. Davis, by the way, thrown out, trying to steal back in the second inning. Throw to first again, not in time. How soon the people forget the greats. The stretch by Cooper. And another throw to first, and that one gets by. That'll be a throwing error on Cooper. Davis will make the turn at second base, and that's what speed will do for you right there. So that'll be an error on the pitcher. Each team now with an error, and the Quakers have a runner in scoring position here in the 5th inning. Well, Rusty may have been from Lawrenceburg, but that's not the guy I'm thinking of. Kelsey. Kelsey Mucker. Ground ball to the right side. The second baseman, Rodzinski, will make the play at first, and Davis will advance on to third. And now the Quakers, with one away, have a runner 90 feet away from making this a 3-2 ball game. Here's Kendall Baker.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Kendall 0 for 1 tonight, flew out back in the second inning. The pitch by Cooper is outside, 1-0. Boy, it'd be great here if Earlham can get a run and make this 3-2 and put a little more pressure on Cooper as that's hit foul. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-1 Wabash. That man right there, he has done a fine job keeping the Quakers in check. Pitch is high and outside, 2 balls and a strike. He has been working out of the stretch all night long. As we said at the beginning of the broadcast, he's only thrown 5 innings coming in. He is in the 5th inning right here. Runner at third will get a lead. Here's the pitch, and Baker will hit this one into left field. Going back on it will be Wolf. He'll make the catch, and Davis will score easily, and the sacrifice fly works for the Quakers, and now they make it a 3-2 ball game. So Kendall able to do his job, gets the runner across. Here's Brian Pinsura. For Kendall Baker, that is his 9th run driven in on the year. And there's Brian Pinsura. He is 0 for 1. This is a fly ball into right field. Coming over will now be the center fielder Downing to make the catch in right center field. And that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Earlham picks up a base hit. They also pick up a run. We head to the top of inning number 6, and the Quakers trail this one 3-2. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Earlham going back to their bullpen as they will use their third pitcher of the ball game, as we will see Colin Greavy getting a chance to throw here tonight. Greavy so far has made just 6 appearances. This will be number 7. 25 2/3 innings, giving up 30 hits, 15 runs, 13 earned, 19 strikeouts, and 9 walks. He comes in at 1-1 with an ERA of 4.56. So Dominic Michael does his job, gets the final out in the 6th inning. And Jared Wolf will lead things off. Wolf is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning, sacrificed in the 4th, and he struck out back in inning number 1. So Colin Greavy. There's the familiar number 44 set to throw here in inning number 6. 3-2 ball game. Here's the pitch on the way. It's low and outside, 1-0. Greavy has that style where he holds that glove up around his eyes. You really can't get a good look at what he is seeing right there, as this one is popped up to the left side. And that will go. In fact, it falls right behind the shortstop, Pinsura. He, along with Jandro, looking to try to make that play very close to the Wabash bullpen. But it is nothing more than a strike. And the count's even at 1-1. You'll see Colin hold that glove, again, right up around his face. And all you maybe see is just his eyes peeking over the top. Here's the 1-1 pitch to the leadoff hitter, and this is hit well into right field. Baker is there, though, makes the catch, and there's one away. That was hit well by Wolf. Here's Radzinski.
Batting, the second baseman, number 12, Sean Rodzinski.
Radzinski looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 3 tonight. There's the right-handed batter stepping in. This will be his first look at Colin Greavy. The pitch on the way is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Rodzinski grounded out back in the first. He is grounded out twice, flown out once. The 1-0 pitch on the way hit foul. One ball and 1 strike, 1 away here in the 6th. Collins set to throw. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit down the line, but foul. And we'll now go to 1-2. Three runs, 9 hits, 1 error tonight for Wabash. Quakers with 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. Greavy, long look this time. Now set to throw. Here's the pitch on the way. Fly ball into left field. There is McFadden, and he dropped it. Rodzinski on to second. That'll be a 2-base error on the left fielder, McFadden. May have just taken his eye off the baseball right at the last second. Second error given up now by the Quakers here tonight, and that'll bring up now Jackson Blevins.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Jackson Blevins.
So now 2 errors on the board as you see Blevins. He's been tough on the Quakers here tonight. He is now 3 for 3 as a long look here by Greavy. Time will be called as Blevins singled back in the first, singled in the third, singled and scored in the 5th inning. Greavy now comes set with a runner at second base. The stretch by Collin, and the pitch is on the way to the plate and slow for a ball. One ball and no strikes. Here's the stretch by Greavy, and the pitch on the way is low. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, it's Robertson in left field, not McFadden, who made the error. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's up high for a ball, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball 4. So now runners at first and second with 1 out.
Now batting.
Here's Aldridge.
Number 33, Bryce Aldridge.
So again, runners at first and second as Greavy in a little bit of trouble here in the 6th inning. The pitch hit to center field. Making the catch will be Isaiah Shake, and the runners will retreat back to first and second, so 2 away. And here's Jumonville.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Andrew Jumonville.
So now Jumonville will step up with runners at first and second. Greavy once again will come set. Here's the stretch as he'll check the runner at second and look the runner back as he bluffs the throw. Jumonville flew out back in the first inning, walked and left stranded at third in the third, and then sacrificed in the fifth inning. Greavy once again will come set. The pitch on the way to the plate. This one hit into right field. Baker going back on it. Baker has a beat, will make the catch, and Wabash will leave 2 runners on base here in the 6th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Quakers trail this one 3-2.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Well, Quakers lead since they trail this one 3-2 as we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Mark Gendreau to lead things off. There you see Mark right there, 0 for 2 tonight against Cooper. And the right-hander's first pitch is on the way, low and inside, 1-0. Well, that guy right there has been the huge difference tonight. Quakers were not sure who they were going to face tonight, but so far, Cooper has done just exactly what he needed to do. But this time he hits Gendreau right in the middle of the back. So, Quakers get a man on as Gendreau takes one for the team. And that'll bring up Addison Robertson. And it appears we will have at least a visit to the mound, and they have already signaled to the bullpen. So that's going to do it for Cooper tonight. We will take a quick timeout. Tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Popped him up. Right field. That'll do it. Quakers win it.
It's going to hit the monster. And nope, it's going to clear the monster in left field. Pitch hit well. Goodbye. See you later. This one is no doubt about it. If your car's parked out there, be careful. Cooper is done for the day, though he has thrown well through 5 innings, and the new pitcher now in for the Little Giants will be Ryan Thomas. He is a right-hander out of Martinsville. He is a junior, so he will come in here in the 6th inning. He will have his final warm-up tosses. You see the catcher House out to talk with him as Addison Robertson will step up to the plate here in inning number 6. Earlham down in this one once again, 3-2, but chance right here to perhaps tie this ball game with Gendreau at first base. By the way, Gendro with 14 stolen bases. They'll keep an eye on him. So there is Addison Robertson. Thomas will step up. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. There's a good look at the right-hander Thomas, again out of Martinsville, Indiana. The stretch and the throw to first. Quakers just with 3 hits so far here tonight. The 2 doubles in the first inning and then the single by Dre Davis. Thomas will come set. Gendro with a lead at first. And the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. And just like that, Isaiah Robertson down in the count at 0-2. House, you see him checking over to see what they're going to throw this time. Again, Robertson will have to protect as the throw goes to first base. Well, the Quakers struggling offensively here tonight, but boy, you're still in this at 3-2. Thomas will come set. And the pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and a big strikeout for Thomas. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp. Second time that Addison Robertson has struck out tonight. Dopp doubled back in the first inning and flew out in the fourth. So now Danny steps to the plate. See if Gendro goes this time. I think they want to get something going here if they possibly can as the throw goes to first yet one more time. They know that Gendro has the 14 stolen bases, second on the team. The stretch by Thomas. And the pitch on the way. This is going to be hit into right field, and right there, Jumonville to make the play, and there's 2 away. Well, Dopp able to give it a little bit of a ride that time, but right at the right fielder, Jumonville, and here's Isaiah Shake.
Now batting the center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Isaiah is 0 for 1 with a walk back in the first inning. Thomas will come set. The pitch hit foul. Good cut by Isaiah Shake. Well, Gendro so far has not shown any indication he's ready to run down at first base, even a short lead as he's held on by Blevins. Throw to first not in time once again by Thomas, the right-hander. The stretch and the pitch just outside. One ball and one strike. Thomas once again. The pitch. Back up the middle, off the mound. Diving the shortstop. Chavez can't get to it. That'll be a base hit by Isaiah Shake. And now the Quakers have runners at first and second, 2 away. Isaiah picking up his first base hit. And with 2 away, here's Ian Bach.
Now batting the catcher.
There's the catcher, House, out to talk now with Thomas. Ian grounded out both times here tonight. The stretch by Thomas. Will check the runner at second. The pitch on the way is hit down the right field line. Coming on will be Jumonville, and he'll make the catch on the run. Good job by Jumonville, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom half of inning number 6. We will head to the 7th inning. And the Quakers trail this one 3-2. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you tonight by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven-roasted chicken. And Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Downing will lead things off here in the 7th.
Leading off the 7th inning for
Downing, Chavez, and House all due up.
number 35, Tyler Downing.
Downing, couple of base hits, a run scored. He's driven into. This is his first look at Colin Greavy. Colin set to throw the pitch on the way. Bunt attempt, and he had that pitch right up in his hands, in his eyes, and he attempted. And he falls behind a no balls and a strike. Greavy right now trying to hold serve here in the 7th inning. The pitch, swing and a miss. And just like that, Downing down on the count at 0-2. The 0-2 delivery on the way, and it's low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quakers have used now 4 different pitchers here this evening. Popped him up. Davis coming in. Greavy calling for it. The shortstop coming over. Pinsor will make the catch. And there's 1 away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Eric Chavez.
Chavez will step to the plate. He, too, has a couple of base hits. Chavez singled back in the 2nd. He also singled in the 5th inning. 2 of the 9 hits so far here tonight off Earlham pitching. The pitch by Colin is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. It's low, 2-0. Colin had a solid year last year as well, and part of that young pitching staff they brought in, and a lot of veterans from a year ago. The 2-0 is up high, 3 balls, no strikes. Greavy out of South Bend, Indiana. The 3-0 delivery on the way, and it's in there for strike 1. Chavez, as you would expect, taking all the way. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way, hit foul. That will go out of play. Jandro giving it a look, as is the shortstop, Pinsura. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to the Wabash shortstop, Eric Chavez. There you see Greavy gets the second sign. The payoff pitch on the way. Fly ball into left center field. There's the left fielder reaching up as Robertson makes the catch. Robertson had that error in the last inning, but now 2 away. That one nearly sailed over his head as well.
Now batting the catcher.
Here's House.
Joe House.
House so far tonight, 2 for 3. Middle in the bottom of the order. They've really done their job here tonight for Wabash. As the pitch is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. They've had Blevins with 3, Aldridge with 2 hits, Downing with 2 hits, and Chavez with 2 base hits. That's hit foul. We will stay at 1 ball and 1 strike. House, boy, you can look up and down that lineup. He's another player, as we mentioned earlier, from the Lafayette area. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. This is popped up again in the infield. Pensora is there for the Quakers. He'll squeeze that one, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. For the first time tonight, Wabash goes down in order. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham trails this one 3-2.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Quakers trying to get this offense going here tonight as they trail at 3-2. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error so far for Wabash. The Quakers 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Dre Davis scheduled to lead things off for the Quakers here in the 7th. By the way, Earlham 15-2 at home so far this season. And just recently they were able to rally for that huge win, and Dre Davis was the guy who had the game-winning hit in that 7-6 win over DePaul on Sunday. Quakers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Davis, Wilson, Baker all due up. There you see Dre right there. Dre 0 for 1, should say 1 for 1 with a walk. And the pitch by Thomas, that sails high, 1 ball, no strikes. Dre scored the run that made it a 3-2 ball game in the 5th inning. The 1-0 delivery on the way, popped him up, and the catcher, House, will give it a look, and House will run out of room. As you see, that ball ends up hitting the concrete. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The wind has really now died down quite a bit here tonight, which is good news if you're one of the pitchers, though we haven't seen anything flat of the ballpark so far. Here's your 1-1 pitch inside, 2 balls and a strike. Time to get this offense going. Quaker fans getting a little bit antsy at this point as you're down in this one, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Davis, a wild cut that one. On that one, he is now 2-2. Key right here, get somebody on base. Thomas gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Well, that one ripped but foul. He was way out in front of that one. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis may have set himself at second base, and that pitch is outside. Did he go? They will say yes. Tag laid on, but tell you what, that's a tough one there for Dre Davis. As there's out number 1, the appeal works this time, and there's one away, and that'll bring up now Josh Wilson. So we'll officially strike out and then 2 unassisted as the tag laid on. So Wilson steps up. He's 0 for 2, and here's the pitch by Thomas, and it's hit foul. Josh grounded out in the second inning. He grounded out in the 5th. Again, the Quakers really like his bat, though. The pitch on the way, drops in for a strike, and he's down 0-2. Quakers have won 3 straight. Trying to make it 4 here tonight as that pitch bouncing away from House. And the count now 1-2. Wabash, they won 4 in a row. They're looking for win number 19. And time called as Thomas steps away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Well, that one hard hit toward the Wabash dugout as well. Thomas, long look into House. And time called. And struck him out. 2 away. And that'll bring up Kendall Baker. Kendall tonight is 0 for 2. He has flown out twice. Does have a run driven in. Take that one back. Of course, that is the sacrifice in the 5th, so he's 0 for 1 with the sacrifice. Here's the pitch on the way, bunted and bunted foul. And Kendall falls behind to no balls and a strike. Now the right-hander looks like that may be Matt Mathias throwing in the bullpen for the Quakers. There's also a right-hander throwing for the Little Giants. Here's the pitch, and it's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quakers have used 4 pitchers tonight. So far, 3 used by Wabash. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Kendall may have pulled something in his back. He's kind of holding his lower back area. Here you see Kendall stepping back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Good cut again by Kendall, and I tell you, he's hurting. You can kind of tell that he had pulled something in his back as he's trying to stretch it out. Happened on the previous swing, not that one that he just fouled off, but the one right before that. Umpire's giving him a little. Of course, there's nothing to dust off on the plate, but he's still trying to give him a chance to get himself ready to hit once again as the senior from Richmond steps in. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's high, 2-2. Kendall has that wide open stance and a lot of times tries to slap that ball to the left side, lay down the bunt left side as well. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. It's up high. We'll go 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 strikeouts now by Thomas. And the pitch is swung on, hit foul. He is still holding that back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The payoff pitch on the way, and he lost him. Now Baker heads down to first, but how good will he be at first base as a stolen base threat, especially if he has a back that's not feeling very well. Kendall just 4 stolen bases so far this year. That is the first walk given up by Thomas, and that'll bring up Brian Pinsura.
Now batting the shortstop, number 22, Brian Pinsura.
Pinsura 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Here's Thomas, the right-hander, as he gets the sign. Here's the stretch, and the pitch on the way, grounded foul. No balls and a strike. Bottom of the order so far. Dre Davis, the only hit, and the 4 bottom hitters. Throw to first. Davis is 1 for 2. Wilson 0 for 3. Baker is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run driven in. Pinsura 0 for 2. The stretch by Thomas. The pitch on the way, in there for a strike. And Pinsura quickly down at 0-2. We did not see Jandro attempt to steal in the 6th inning. Will the Quakers try to get something going here in the 7th? Runner takes off. Check swing. Bouncer to the third baseman. Throw to first in time, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 3-2.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, MancinosOfRichmond.com.
Well, the senior veteran on the mound now for the Quakers, Matt Mathias, will take over. Mathias having a good year. His will be his 13th appearance. 26 innings, 18 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 22 strikeouts, 9 walks. He is 3-0 on the year with an ERA of 1.73. And so Mathias will take over here in the 8th inning. Wannemuller will lead things off at the bottom of the order. Wannemuller, Wolf, and Rodzinski all due up.
Number 2, Henry Wannemuller.
Wannemuller tonight's been on base all 3 times. Walked in the 2nd inning, reached on an error in the 4th inning, and a fielder's choice in the 5th inning. So Earlham has gone to their bullpen quite often here tonight, and now Matt Mathias will step in. There's now a left-hander throwing for the Quakers as well. The stretch by Mathias, that high leg kick and the pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. We talked with Mathias earlier, in fact, a couple of weeks ago on Strictly Baseball, just the idea that he's gained a ton of confidence over the last year or so as that pitch inside. Count is even a 1-1 strike, and chance to pitch over the summer as well probably helped. Got a few innings in there. Matthias will get the sign. Here's the stretch once again. And that'll be chopped toward the third baseman, charging Gendreau. His throw to first in time. There's one away. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Jared Wolf.
Jared Wolf.
Wolf will step up. He tonight is 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and a sacrifice. And the pitch on the way is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Matthias. There's a strike. Wolf still looking for his first hit. The Little Giants with 9 hits so far here tonight. That's a fly ball down the left field line, and that will fall out of play. Robertson gave it a long look. And we'll go to 1-2. Quakers off tomorrow. They'll head to Defiance. And I want to remind you that is a 1 o'clock start time for game number 1. We're anticipating rain coming in on the weekend, so they want to try to get that doubleheader in. So you're probably looking at about a 1 and 4 o'clock start times from Defiance. Here's the stretch by Matthias and the pitch. That's lifted foul. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthias once again set to throw. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and he lost him outside. 2-2. There you see Wolf wearing number 55, stepping back in from the left side. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded to the first baseman. Danny Dopp will step on the bag. There is 2 away. And that'll bring up Rodzinski.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Sean Rodzinski.
Rodzinski tonight, 0 for 4. As Matthias will come set, here's the pitch on the way, and that's popped up, and that'll go foul. No balls and a strike to Rodzinski. Wind has died down almost to the point where it's non-existent here this evening. It was blowing very hard game time when we started. That's going to be hit foul into the Earlham bullpen. And it's 0-2 now to Rodzinski. There you see Matthias trying to get out of this inning 1, 2, and 3 for the second inning in a row. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 1-2. Boy, Rodzinski, this is big. He's hitting .356 coming in. They've got him 0 for 4 tonight. But we talked about it earlier. It was middle order down that's hurt the Quakers this evening. Fly ball, left center field. On the run, the center fielder reaching up. That'll be Isaiah Shake to make the catch. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail this one 3-2.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive," and so now I am. Mr. Positive, and I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube, fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Quakers trail at 3-2 as we move now to the bottom half of inning number 8. Gendreau set to lead things off for the Quakers. Thomas back in for another inning of work now for the Little Giants. And here's a guy you need to get on base right here. Gendreau 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. But there you see the right-hander Thomas, and there is Gendreau. Quakers now down to their final 6 outs in this one. And Thomas set to throw in his pitch in there for a strike. If you're looking toward their bullpen, and they've got a closer, Zach Moffitt with 5 saves and an ERA of 0.60, and that pitch got Gendreau again. So Mark will take another one for the team. So for the second time, Mark will head down to first base. A little bit of a discussion right there as the head coach for Wabash coming out. That is Jake Martin in his second season. Played here at Wabash, should see. Graduated in 2001.
Number 31, Addison.
So Addison Robertson will step to the plate. Robertson looking down at third as he'll step up for the 4th time tonight. He has a double, couple of strikeouts. But again, the Quakers have some speed now in the base paths in Mark Gendreau. The stretch and the pitch. That's going to be lined into right field. That's a base hit. Quakers will play it base to base as Jumonville able to quickly get that ball back in the infield. And now runners at first and second. Robertson picking up his second base hit. And here's Danny Dopp. Quakers now with 5 hits.
The first baseman, number 7, Danny.
We mentioned there is a right-hander throwing in the bullpen as Danny will step to the plate. Danny 1 for 3, doubled back in the first inning. So now Thomas, a little bit of trouble himself here in the 8th inning. Quakers have 2 runners on base. Danny steps out and now set to throw as Thomas comes set himself. He'll check the runner at second base. The pitch in there for a strike. Well, the way the shortstop Chavez was coming over, you thought they were going to make a play down at second base, and now you're going to see the catcher go out. That is House flashing a series of signs. They want to keep an eye on Gendreau down at second base. Quakers been known to double steal. Here's the stretch and the 0-1 pitch. This one lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Gendreau had to wait for it to get through, and they're going to hold the runner at third. Take no chances making it out at home plate, and now the Quakers have the bases loaded, back-to-back singles. And here's Isaiah Shake. Isaiah singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. And we will have a visit to the mound, and this may be it for Thomas. And we have a pitching change coming. So Thomas is done, but he did a pretty good job in relief up until this point. So we will tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Well, we thought the Little Giants were going to go to their bullpen the way that their coach came out. It looked like that was a done deal, but they're going to leave Thomas in. Isaiah Shake. There you see Thomas as he stays in the ballgame. The infield is in. And Isaiah Shake will step to the plate, so let's see if this will backfire here for Wabash. Here's the pitch on the way. Shake will hit that one foul. Pretty good cut by Isaiah. Quakers trying to make another comeback win like they did against DePaul, though this time in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded. Again, no outs. The stretch and the pitch on the way. That's in the dirt, 1-1. House did a pretty good job knocking that ball down, keeping it in front of him. But that man right there, Thomas, in trouble here in the 8th inning. Isaiah steps back in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is on the way, hit foul. Another good cut by Isaiah Shake. Tell you what, he's not missing by much either. Count of 1-2. Big at bat right here for Isaiah Shake and the Quakers. Down 3-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Infield stays in. Thomas looking in now gets the sign from House. He will come set. Here's the pitch, and that's way outside, 2-2. Now, there's not a whole lot of room behind home plate. In the backstop, you really got to read that ball well if you're down at third, as Jandro is there. If that ball caroms back to the catcher, you could be in really big trouble if the pitcher's covering home plate. The break-even pitch on the way, hit foul. We will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, what a pressure situation it is right here for Thomas, the right-hander. There is Isaiah Shake. And once again, the infield will stay right where it is. The break-even pitch again. Popped him up on the right side. Will there be a play? Blevins in foul territory. Over the shoulder, makes the catch. And the runner at third will tag. Are they going to say that's a foul ball? It was hard to see whether he made the catch down the line or not. But apparently that ball was not caught. If had a decent spotter, it'd help. So that ball must have gotten away from Blevins down the line. We will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now Isaiah gets another chance. The stretch by Thomas. And the pitch on the way, hit foul. And this guy's going to battle right here. There you see Isaiah. Great opportunity right here. Could be a big inning for the Quakers. Again, bases loaded, no outs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch by Thomas. The pitch on the way. Got him with a high fastball. That's a huge out for Thomas. So Isaiah will strike out. There's one away. And here's Ian Bach. Well, that's huge right there for the right-hander Thomas. Boy, you get a ground ball right here as the infield will stay in on the corners, but again, you're about medium depth. You can get yourself a ground ball and a double play and get out of the inning. Ian is 0 for 3 tonight. Thomas looking in now, will come set. Checks the runner at third. The pitch on the way to the plate is a breaking ball. Popped up and fouled the catcher House will give it a look, and that'll fall out of play. No balls and a strike. Well, this is almost a reversal of what we saw earlier with Wabash having opportunities to score. They finally broke through with those 3 runs in the 5th inning. Quakers now a chance here in the 8th inning. The stretch and the pitch on the way. He jams him and he fouls it away. Boy, Ian had to fight off a pitch right in on his hands. And Bach now down in the count at 0-2. There's Thomas. Thought he was going to be lifted a couple of moments ago. He stays in. Ian steps back in as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Time is called by Ian as he'll step out. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases stay loaded. Here's the stretch, and the pitch on the way by Thomas got him looking. Boy, you got to swing the bat right there. Ian strikes out, and so far the decision to leave Thomas in has been a good one. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Dre Davis. There's Dre Davis. Davis, a single back in the 5th inning, struck at his last time up. Thomas tried to finish it off here in the 8th inning. And I remind you, there were no outs with the bases loaded. Pitches outside, 1 ball, no strikes. And now we'll see the catcher House out to talk with Thomas. Well, you got Jandro, Robertson, and Dopp on base, the top of the order, exactly how you would script it. But then Isaiah Shake and Ian Bach, your number 4 and 5 hitters, both striking out, and now it's up to Dre Davis. Bottom half of inning number 8. The stretch by Thomas and the pitch on the way. Grounded back up the middle. That's going to get through. That'll tie the ball game. Here is Robertson on his way to the plate, and the Quakers now lead it 4-3. Base hit by Dre Davis again. Davis came up with the game-winning base hit against DePaul just a couple of days ago, and he has done it here again tonight. And Earlham here in the 8th inning has taken a 1-run lead.
Now pinch hitting for your Quakers, number 18, Corey Arnold.
That'll bring up Corey Arnold as he'll pinch hit for Wilson here in the 8th inning. Boy, huge hit again for Dre Davis. The stretch and the pitch by Thomas is a called strike. Boy, there for a minute you thought maybe the whole thing was going to pay off for the Little Giants, leaving Thomas in, but then Davis comes up with that big base hit. The stretch by Thomas. The 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And Corey now down in the count at 0-2. Corey, big bat again from the right side. The stretch and time called. Thomas once again will check the runner at second. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, Davis apparently loves to hit under pressure, as he did so against DePaul, and again here right when the Quakers needed him to come up big, and that's exactly what he did. Dre Davis. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. We will head to the top of the 9th inning, but things have changed a little bit in this one as the Quakers pick up a big base hit by Dre Davis here in the 8th inning. We will head to inning number 9. See if the Quakers can finish it out. The Quakers on top of this one, 4-3, this is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
We head to the ninth inning as Matt Mathias will stay in the ball game for the Quakers. And we will see stepping up to the plate Jackson Blevins. Blevins, there you see the left-handed hitter. Blevins has 3 base hits tonight as Mathias' first pitch in there for a strike. This will be the first time tonight that Blevins has seen Matt Mathias. The stretch. And the pitch on the way. Ooh, boy, that was close. 1 ball and 1 strike. Blevins, in fact, singled in the first, singled in the third, singled in the 5th innings. Mathias, chance to pick up a win here tonight. The 1-1 pitch on the way, tapped right back to Mathias. He will throw on to first, and there's 1 away. Now the Quakers are just 2 outs away from pulling up a huge win here tonight.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 33, Bryce Aldridge.
Here's Aldridge. Aldridge 2 for 4. Mentioned Aldridge coming in, hitting at .338, so he too not an easy out. As time is called here, and Earlham making a little bit of an adjustment in the outfield is Alec Bryant, by the way, taking over in left field. The stretch by Mathias. And the pitch on the way to the plate is a breaking ball that stays up high, 1-0. Quakers out hit 9-7, but they lead it where it counts the most, now 4-3. Another come-from-behind win possibly here tonight. There's a strike. I think Aldridge thought maybe that pitch was a little bit too high as he steps out. Stretch again by Mathias. Here's the pitch on the way back up the middle. That nearly got a piece of Mathias. And that'll be a 1-out single by Aldridge, his 3rd base hit of the night. 10th base hit now by the Little Giants. And Wabash has a man on now here in the top of the 9th inning.
Batting the right fielder, number 4, Andrew Jumonville.
Jumonville will step up. We have a pinch runner at first base as Cameron Martin out of Brownsburg, Indiana, will take over down at first.
Now pinch running at first base for Wabash, number 11, Cameron Martin.
So Martin at first. Jumonville looking for his first hit as you see him step up to the plate. And Mathias set to throw once again. The right-hander checks the runner, the pitch on the way, and it drops low for ball 1. Crowder thought maybe that was a strike as well. Jumonville flew out back in the first, walked in the 3rd, sacrificed in the 5th, and flew out in the 6th inning. The stretch. And the pitch on the way. Gets on. In fact, that hits off the glove of Ian Bach. That'll be a passed ball. And now the tying run at second base. And 2 balls and no strikes. Bach will go out and about halfway right there. And there you see him now give the baseball to Matt Mathias. So Martin now at second base. Things really tight now here in the ninth inning as you see Jumonville taking his time, stepping back in. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. There's Matthias. He'll get the sign as he comes set. The pitch on the way, and it's inside for ball 3. I mentioned before there was a left-hander throwing in the Earlham bullpen. Right now, it is pretty quiet. Matthias ready to throw once again. Here's the 3-0 pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Boy, don't relax too much. Again, we'd mentioned earlier from 4 on down is where the Little Giants have done most of their damage. 3 balls, 1 strike, the stretch. And the pitch on the way, jams him, and he hit it foul. So we'll go 3-2. My question is, do you come back inside against Jumonville, try it again? Bust him high and tight, or try to throw him low and away and make him reach for something he doesn't really want to go after as Jumonville back in. Matthias, there you see him coming set. And the payout pitch on the way. That's back up the middle. Almost got Matthias again. The second baseman, Davis, was playing it well right behind the bag at second base. The runner will advance to third, but now 2 away. Boy, Matthias almost twice now had that ball nearly get a huge piece of him.
Number 35.
Here's Downing. Downing 2 for 4. So now the tying run is at third base. Matthias trying to get the win here tonight. Matthias will get the sign. Downing in, here's the pitch. And it's a called strike. Downing struck out in the first, singled in the third, singled and scored in the fifth, and flew out in the 7th inning. Matthias the senior. That's why you got guys like Matthias to come in, as the hitter will show bunt right there. Downing pulling back as the pitch was inside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Quakers trying to pick up win number 20 on the year. Be a huge, huge win tonight, going up against Defiance coming up on Friday. There's a breaking ball hit foul. And now the Quakers have 1 strike away from picking up a win here tonight. Martin down at third. There's Downing. Quakers on top 4-3. The stretch by Matthias. The pitch on the way, popped him up, and that'll go foul. We will stay at 1-2. By the way, Downing drove in the couple of runs back in the 5th inning. Good look at Matt Matthias as he quickly gets the sign. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, and hit foul again. Downing's not going to go easily. We didn't even step out of the batter's box a whole lot, just ready to get back in there and hit. Quakers trying for their 2nd straight come from behind win. They beat DePaul on Sunday 7-6. They're trying to get another one here tonight. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and that one is inside, 2-2. I thought maybe the way that Downing turned, it might have caught a piece of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martin down at third, again representing the tying run here in the top of the 9th inning. There's Matt Matthias again, trying to finish it out. The break-even pitch again, hit foul. Boy, you got to give this guy credit. He's not going to go down looking. And we'll stay at 2-2. Boy, the pressure on Matt Matthias. Matthias once again checks the runner at third. Here's the pitch on the way. This one's going to be hit into right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Davis diving, can't come up with it as Martin will cross the plate, and the Little Giants have tied it at 4 apiece. How about Downing? Boy, he battled and eventually got the game-tying base hit right there. It wasn't hit hard, but just enough to get out of the infield. And the Little Giants have now tied this ball game. Hit number 11. By the way, Downing with 3 hits, 3 runs driven in, and they're going to steal. There was no wasting any time on that one. That was an easy stolen base. So now the go-ahead run, standing down at second base. Chavez at the plate. Now for the Little Giants. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Well, the Quakers, again, were just 1 strike away from picking up this win in the 8th inning. Or should say in the top of the 9th inning. The stretch in the 1-1 pitch. This is going to be hit right at Davis, and they were just 1 hitter away from potentially winning it in the top of the 9th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 9. See if the Quakers can come back and pick up a win here in the bottom of the 9th inning. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. We're tied at 4 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. We have a new pitcher now for the Little Giants. We will see Billy Johnson, a freshman out of Griffith, Indiana, take over. He's a right-hander. As now the Earlham Quakers will have to try to win this thing in the bottom half of inning number 9. Kendall Baker sent to lead things off. There you see your catcher House talking with Johnson. Well, this is a guy, too, you want to try to get on base. We were talking about Kendall in his last at bat. He did walk and looked like he really maybe twinged his back in his at bat about 3 or 4 pitches in. You'll see Kendall step up here in a moment. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. He's driven in a run. So there is a look at the new pitchers. Johnson will step in here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch is on the way, and it's inside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, look at this Wabash team they played last night. I doubt very much they want extra innings here tonight. They have a huge series coming up. That pitch is outside, 2-1. And now the catcher going out. You'll see House. There's House and Johnson. Two balls and a strike. Baker, Pinsura, and Jandro all due up. Quakers 2 runs in the 8th inning. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count, 2-2. No one throwing for the Quakers as a right-hander throwing now for Wabash. The break-even pitch on the way, hit into left field. Few steps back, reaching up to make the catch is Wolf as he nearly had that one go over his head. And there's one away. And that'll bring up now Brian Pensura. Pensura 0 for 3.
Now batting the shortstop, number 22, Brian Pensura.
There's Pensura. Grounded to the third baseman. Throw to first in time, and 2 away. Wannemuller with the routine out. And here's Gendreau. Mark tonight, hit by the pitch twice. Scored one of the 2 runs in the 8th inning. He's 0 for 2.
Now batting the third baseman, number 40, Mark.
So now Mark, who got on base in the 8th inning, helping Quakers come back to tie the ball game, will face Johnson for the first time. That pitch in there for a strike. And Mark quickly behind at 0-1. Johnson set to throw, and the pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, get Mark on right here and perhaps get something going in that running game again. That pitch is high, 2-1. You got a Robertson right behind you. Robertson a couple of base hits here tonight. We'll take that back again. Robertson out with Bryan in his spot. That pitch is low. So essentially you bring Robertson out, one of your better hitters at 398 coming in. And it's Alec Bryan who will have to do the duty here in the number 2 hole. Johnson's next pitch is outside, and there you go. There's your base runner you need with 2 away, and here's Alec Bryan.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2, Alec Bryan.
So here's Alec will step up as Alec, the sophomore out of Indianapolis, will step to the plate to face the right-hander Johnson. There you see Alec Bryan. Took over as a defensive replacement in the top half of the 9th inning. The pitch on the way, Gendreau stays put, and the pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, no sacrificing here with 2 away. The stretch by Johnson, and he'll throw to first. And the ball gets away from the first baseman. Heading to third, Gendreau as the left fielder Jumonville will throw on to third, and that'll be a 2-base throwing error. That is huge. And now you have the winning run 90 feet away. Boy, how big is that? So that'll be a throwing error, the second error committed by the Little Giants, and now a visit to the mound. Chance here for Alec Bryan. The pressure maybe a little bit off as, again, we'll have a pitching change as Wabash will go back to their bullpen. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 4 apiece.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5666. 25. Go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Wabash back to their bullpen, and they will go with Eric Lang. He is a catcher. In fact, he listed as a catcher in the roster. He is out of Hamilton, Ohio. Of course, we see a lot of great players coming out of Hamilton, Ohio. A couple of players on the Earlham team out of Hamilton. So I'm not sure if he's thrown a whole lot this year. We'll try to grab some of their stats here in just a couple of moments to see where he may stand in the pitching department. But now the Quakers have a chance to pick up a win here tonight. Thought maybe it was going to be attained a little bit ago, but there you see Lang. Alec Bryan. Base hit right here will score the run and win this ball game. Lang will come set. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low for a ball. Now, here's the thing about it. If you're the Quakers and you know this guy hasn't thrown a ton of innings, you put the pressure on him. 2-0 the count. The stretch by Lang. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into right field. He's not going to get that done right there as Jumonville is there, makes the catch, and we are going to go to extra innings. Well, the Quakers unable to get the winning run across here in the ninth inning. We get some free baseball coming up as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 4 apiece. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Spencer Owen will take over for the Quakers here in the 10th inning. Give you Spencer's numbers for this season as Spencer will be making his 11th appearance. 7 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs all earned, 15 strikeouts, 6 walks. He is 0, actually it's a 1-1 in the season with an ERA of 7.04. Here is Joe House. So each team had their opportunities, and each team unable to come up with a base hit needed. House steps in. Here's the pitch by Spencer, and it's in there for a strike. House 0 for 3 tonight. Owen with the 0-1 pitch. And low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. House, Wanamueller, and Wolf all due up here for the Little Giants. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. House has an RBI to his credit as well. Here's the 2-1 delivery, popped him up. Left center field coming in will be the center fielder, and that will be Isaiah Shank to make the catch. And there's one away. Here's Wanamueller.
Number 2, Henry Wanamueller.
Question eventually will come down to how much pitching do you want to use, again, with both teams having conference matchups coming up here in the next 2 days. Quakers, of course, will go to Defiance on Friday, which is a day earlier. That pitch in there for a strike. There's Wanamueller. He's been on base 3 out of 4 times here tonight. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch again by Spencer Owen. I think Spencer a little bit disappointed with how he has pitched so far this year. The ERA at over 7. And he struck him out on 3. You can't beat that one. And so 2 away.
The left fielder, number 55, Jared Wolf.
Here's Jared Wolf. Wolf 0 for 3 with a sacrifice, was also hit by a pitch. Spencer gets the sign. Here's the pitch on the way, hit foul. Well, there's always going to be that argument in college baseball, and things changing a little bit for the HCAC because they don't play as many conference games as whether you have enough pitching. And you've got, again, conference matchups coming here pretty soon as that's hit foul as well. And it's quickly 0-2. You have to be very strategic on what you're going to try to do from a starting standpoint, who you're going to throw in these non-conference games. You generally don't see your frontline pitchers going. The 0-2 pitch on the way is high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But again, with the lack some teams have in the bullpen area, it can be awful difficult to try to maneuver, to, especially when you're playing an extra inning game and you want to win the game for sure, as that's fouled away. But at the same time, you're not only trying to win games, but you're trying to make sure you don't use up your bullpen in case you need them for your conference matchups. It is a no-win situation at times. There's Jared Wolf once again. 2 away here in the top of the 10th inning. And the pitch on the way, as that'll be hit foul. 3 runs in the 5th inning, another run in the 9th inning for Wabash Quakers, a run in the 1st, a run in the 5th, and 2 more runs in the 8th inning. And that's where we stand right now at 4-4. And he got him.
No runs on no hits, no
We will head to the bottom half of the 10th inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers and Little Giants tied at 4.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, Danny Dopp will lead things off for the Quakers as we move now to the bottom of the 10th inning. Danny tonight, couple of base hits, including a double back in the first inning, single in the 8th inning. Lang will stay in, and the pitch is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, I would think for Wabash, if they're using Lang right here, they know they have conference games coming up. They want to save their bullpen as well. Ground ball to the shortstop. Chavez will throw on to first, and there's one away. That'll bring up Isaiah Shake. Isaiah 1 for 3 with a walk. His single came back in the 6th inning.
Isaiah Shake.
There's Lang, the right-hander. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. The stretch by the right-hander Lang is he will throw this one in the dirt, and the count even a 1 ball, 1 strike. Check and see our extra inning games here this year. There haven't been a ton of them. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way, and it's low, 2 balls and a strike. In fact, you had the 11-inning matchup against Hanover. That's really been the only one so far this year. Here's your 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike, and the count is even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's Lang. The stretch and the break-even pitch on the way hit foul. We'll stay at 2-2. The stretch and the pitch. Hit back up the middle, and there is the potential winning run right there for the Quakers. Isaiah picking up his second base hit. And here's Ian Bach. Well, one away. You aren't going to sacrifice right here. You need Bach to come up and get a base hit. He's 0 for 4 tonight. There you see Ian stepping in from the right side as Lang will come set. The stretch, the pitch, grounded foul, third base side. And it's 0-1. Well, for Isaiah Shake, as far as stolen base opportunities, 7 of 9 this year. Question is, do you try to run? Lang will come set. And a throw to first. Boy, that was awful close. He kind of hesitated for the moment. Of course, now depends, again, if he's just a natural catcher, his throwing motion a little bit different than what you'd see as a pitcher. The 0-1. That one low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't be surprised if you see Isaiah take off. He might go ahead and try to test this catcher this late in the ball game. So the one thing about his motion to first, that did get away from the first baseman. Again, there was no advancement. He's different. I mean, his throw, you can tell it's not just throw to first. He has that little hitch. Almost like a catcher bringing the ball behind the ear as he's ready to throw. Lang once again, long look into his catcher. Now checks the runner at first. He will come set. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So now Ian behind 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Ian struck out looking his last time up. Try to make contact right here, and the swings and misses, and he will strike out. And now 2 away. And here is Dre Davis. Came up with that big base hit in the 8th inning to drive in the 2 runs that gave the Quakers the lead.
Now batting the second baseman.
So now Davis steps to the plate once again. Can he come up big one more time? Two away. Lang again, ready to throw the pitch. He is low for a ball. Quakers now with 8 base hits. The stretch by the right-hander. Davis back in and a throw to first. He does throw like a catcher. I mean, he brings that ball behind the ear, and most pitchers will just turn and throw, but he does have that little hitch. But again, if he's a catcher, runner takes off, ground ball toward the second baseman, as Rodzinski will throw to first, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 10th inning. We will head to the 11th. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 4.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Spencer Owen back in for another inning of work as we will head to the 11th. Rodzinski set to lead things up, barring a pinch hitter here in the 11th inning. And, of course, we were discussing a little bit ago that, again, both teams have huge conference matchups coming up on Friday.
Leading off the 11th inning.
Question will be is how late will you go with your pitching in this one here tonight? Rodzinski will step to the plate. He is 0 for 5 tonight. And once again, Spencer Owen set to throw. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off. No balls and a strike. Pretty good cut that time by Rodzinski. Flew at his last time up. Quakers now have at least a right-hander beginning to warm up in their bullpen. There is a right-hander throwing for Wabash. There is a high fastball swung on and missed. And Rodzinski quickly behind it 0-2. Game started tonight 6:15. We're going late into the evening. The pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Here's Davis. There's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Blevins.
Baseman, number 20, Jackson Blevins.
Blevins got off to a fast start, 3 base hits. He is walked. He's also grounded out tonight. And he'll take that pitch low for a ball. This, by the way, his first look at Spencer Owens. Blevins, a run scored back in the 5th inning. And that pitch is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Blevins. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2-1. Only right now you're just looking for base runners. And then after that, who knows? The 2-1 delivery on the way is outside, 3-1. Wabash very aggressive early in the base paths. They were running early in this one. They're not generally known as a running team, as that pitch is low for ball 4. So there you have a base runner. First walk given up now by Spencer Owen. And we will see now.
Number 3, Matthew Onay.
Matthew Onay will step up. So Onay hitting here in the number 4 hole. As Spencer comes set, here's the pitch on the way, and the left-handed hitter will take that one low and outside. Ian now to talk to Spencer Owen. Onay, a freshman out of Indianapolis. We'll keep an eye on Blevins down at first base. The stretch by Owen. The pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Boy, last year 11-5 win for Wabash. This one we have some free baseball here tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Looks like that may be Jordan Christian up for the Quakers. The 2-1 pitch, runner takes off, swing and a miss, throw down to second, takes a bounce. Backing it up will be Dre Davis. So the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and now the Little Giants have a runner in scoring position here in the 11th. Looks like we may have now a pinch runner down at second base. Number 5 coming in. That's going to be
Running at second base, number 5, Nick Chow.
Chow is coming in now at second. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chow at second base. The stretch and the pitch. This one hit well into right field, and back to get it will be Baker. And Chow returning back to second base. Boy, that was hit well. But a line drive right at Baker, and they're 2 away. Boy, earlier tonight that may have had a chance with the way the wind was blowing, but not this time.
The right fielder, number 4, Andrew Jumonville.
Here's Jumonville. So now 2 away. Jumonville still looking for his first base hit of the night. The stretch by Owen, and the pitch on the way is low and outside for a ball. Little Giants again with a runner at second base here in the top of the 11th inning. The pitch. Good cut and hit foul. Jumonville's been on base just one time. That was back in the third inning when he walked. This is his first look at Spencer Owen as well. Chow's at second base again. He's a pinch runner in for the Little Giants as Jumonville calls time. Now steps back in. Spencer ready to throw. The break-even pitch on the way nearly gets away from Bach, and then he throws it down and throws it into center field. Backing it up will be Isaiah Shake, but Chow advancing on to third, and that'll be a throwing error on the catcher, Ian Bach. Quakers commit their third error. Probably a ball right there that you just hold on to and live for another day. So now Jumonville has a chance here, 2 balls and a strike, to drive in the go-ahead run here in the top of the 11th inning. Good news here, 2 away is now Spencer with the 2-1 pitch, and he gets him with a high fastball on that one, 2-2. That's a good pitch. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The go-ahead run down at third. Spencer gets the sign from Ian. The pitch on the way and got him looking. Boy, Wabash had the go-ahead run just 90 feet away, and they could not get it done. We will head now to the bottom half of the 11th inning. Let's see if the Quakers can win it as we're tied at 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Couple of changes in, by the way, we'll move this off here real quick, give you a look at the new pitcher, as this will be Logan Buttram. He is a freshman out of Indianapolis. So he will take over on the mound. Jordan Hansen is down at first base. So there's another change there for Wabash. Try to get you some numbers on Buttram here in just a moment. Let's turn this over here to the statistics. Buttram, so far this is going to be his second appearance on the season. He's only thrown 1 inning, 1 strikeout, no walk, no record, and no ERA.
Leading off the 11th inning for your Quakers, the designated hitter, number 18.
Here's Corey Arnold. Arnold DHing. He stepped in the 8th inning. And the pitch on the way, and Arnold takes that one for a strike. It's 0-1. Arnold caught looking in that 8th inning. Buttram once again ready to throw. And time called. Arnold DHing in the number 7 hole as he steps in for Josh Wilson for the second time. Pitch on the way is in there for a strike and it's quickly 0-2. Boy, Buttram put in a situation, chance to get some innings here tonight. That pitch is low and outside, 1-2. No one throwing now in the Wabash bullpen or the Earlham bullpen, so they may leave it up to Spencer Owen Buttram right here. The pitch outside, 2-2. Kendall Baker standing on deck for the Quakers. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch and the pitch on the way, and it's hit foul. Arnold, good job right there, reaching out and poking that one foul as he stays alive here in the 11th inning. By the way, you can follow along all the live stats on GoEarlham.com. And right now we're getting some heavy innings in and a lot of at-bats and a lot of pitches here tonight. That pitch is up high, 3-2. Arnold again would, I'd think, be pinch hit for if he gets on base, or I should say pinch run for here in the 11th inning. The stretch and the payoff pitch on the way, and he lost him. So there you go. You got a man on here in the 11th inning. And now we'll have a meeting on the mound. And looks like we may have a new pitcher now for the Little Giants as well, as they let Buttram go 1, and we have a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. Going to hit the monster, and nope, it's going to clear the monster in left field. Pitch hit well, goodbye, see you later. This one is no doubt about it. If your car's parked out there, be careful.
Popped him up, right field, that'll do it. Quakers win it.
Payoff pitch on the way, back up the middle, base hit, nearly took the umpire out, and the Quakers will win.
Oh, yeah, that's what's known as a home run, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the new pitcher now for the Little Giants as they go back to their bullpen once again. We will see Kevin O'Donnell, a right-handed pitcher out of Highland, Indiana. He is a sophomore as Kendall Baker will step to the plate. Quakers, by the way, will have a pinch runner as Dorian Holmes will also take over at first. Now, will Kendall try to bunt right here and get the runner to second base? Here's the pitch. He will show bunt. The pitch is low and outside, and House coming out ready to throw. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Winnemere down at third will try to take that bunt away. Again, he shows bunt again. The pitch high and outside, 2-0. O'Donnell making his 11th appearance, 10 2/3 innings. 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 8 strikeouts, 8 walks. O'Donnell 1-0 with an ERA of 4.22. The 2-0 pitch on the way. This time he offers, and Kendall knew that pitch was high and outside, didn't pull back in time, and the count now 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 11. O'Donnell once again will come set. Baker showing bunt, the throw to first. The stretch by O'Donnell. The pitch, bunted foul. And we'll go to 2-2. Now you're in a difficult situation here. Kendall probably the best bunter on the team. But do you go ahead and try to sacrifice again right here with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes? Or do you let him hit away? There's O'Donnell, the right-hander, time call. Dorian Holmes again at first base. Baker steps back in the stretch. And the right-hander will throw, and this time the bunt. This time he got it down. The third baseman throws to first, and he throws it low. Everybody is safe, and that'll be a huge throwing error on the third baseman. Wanamaker came in. He played it well, but the throw to first was too low. And now Earlham has runners at first and third. That's the third error of the ball game now for Wabash. So Baker able to do his job. And here is Pinsura. Boy, it's all in your favor right now as Pinsura. We'll have him come in at least on the right side. The first baseman, Hansen, will come in. You see him playing right there at the right of your screen. And now the pitch. Pinsura lays down a good bunt as well. The only plays at first, and that is wide as well. Holmes is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw, and got him. Oh, so close as Holmes is thrown out at the plate. And it was nearly a win there for the Quakers. Still now is Baker advancing all the way to third. So now it's Gendreau stepping to the plate. One away here in the bottom of the 11th inning as the Quakers tried to score the winning run right there. Gendreau steps to the plate. Still one away here in the bottom of the 11th inning, and you have Kendall Baker at third. And we're going to see another visit to the mound. Brian Cox loves delays, especially when he's been here for 3.5 hours. Of course, at this stage, we thought earlier in the ball game they're going to make a change. We'll wait and see. It looks like right now this is all defensive strategy, and what happens if the Quakers do try to squeeze bunt right here and score Baker. Though Gendreau, one of your better hitters, we talked about him coming into this ball game, a 400-plus hitter. That number has dropped a little bit since here tonight. 0 for 3. So now the meeting is over. So Baker, he is heading back down to third as you see Gendreau right there. Boy, base hit will win it. Infield is in as you would expect. Just make contact. The stretch by O'Donnell. The pitch on the way to the plate. He shows bunt, and I'll tell you what, they were coming in and running down to second base easily as Pinsura. That's an indifference right there. They were not even throwing. So now runners at second and third, 1 ball, no strikes, and all the pressure in the world right now is on O'Donnell. Yeah, Gendreau was going to say you're probably just going to put him on base and load it up here for Alec Bryan. Boy, be careful right here as O'Donnell nearly threw that one over the catcher's head. Now we'll go to 3 balls, no strikes. Well, the infield will stay in, and it's up to Alec Bryan. So Gendreau down to first base. Base is loaded. Quakers had a chance in the 9th. Can they get it done here in the 11th inning? Alec Bryan steps to the plate.
Batting the left fielder, number 2, Alec Bryan.
And again, all you're looking for right here is make contact, try to get it deep in the air. Time called. Alec Bryan 0 for 1. The stretch by O'Donnell. And the pitch on the way. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. You love the safety squeeze. Alec down in the count, no balls and a strike. There you see Alec stepping back in. There's O'Donnell. The stretch and the pitch. There it is, fly ball center field. Downing going back on it. Baker will tag at third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and the Quakers win it here in the bottom half of the 11th inning. There you go. And Alec Bryan, the sacrifice fly, wins it for the Quakers here in the 11th inning.
At Defiance, a doubleheader. The next home game.
We will come back and wrap it up in a moment. Earlham, their second straight come from behind win. We'll wrap it up next, right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z. Well, for the second straight game, the Quakers, this time, though, going into extra innings, a come-from-behind win again here tonight as they win it by a final of 5-4. The Quakers now 20-6 on the season. They've won 4 straight. Wabash has their 4-game winning streak snapped. They fall to 18-6 on the season. Spencer Owen picks up the win here tonight for the Quakers. O'Donnell takes the loss, and now Earlham will set their sights on conference play again. This time, again, reminder, it's on Friday, not on Saturday. The Quakers will play at Defiance. Game 1 beginning at 3 o'clock. Game 2 probably around 4 o'clock again on Friday afternoon. We're back here coming up on Tuesday, April 17th, as the Quakers will welcome in Mount St. Joseph. That doubleheader will begin at 4 o'clock. Again, your final score here tonight. Earlham knocks off Wabash. The final 5-4. 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors tonight for Earlham. Wabash 4 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Again, mark it down for Tuesday, April 17th against Mount St. Joe. This has been Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.